11:16. Sunday, August the 1. Let's check the calendar. The 19th? Yes. Sunday, August the 19th. So what is he doing?
He's ripping out the old holder thing with the new one.
I thought you already had that in your hand, the plastic
No, that's a new one.
Oh, there was an old one there before that one.
No, like it's connected.
Wires. So thank God Cora and Jory are safe, y'all. Josue Grinaje. So I hear you wake up early today because you had a bad dream? It's that damn hot link you ate last night.
I'm still gonna eat another one.
You ate it after Shanika left, so that was like 11 o'clock you ate that hot link.
I only ate half too.
Already. Jory, you better not let my husband go dead here. Y'all gonna leave me. He not gonna leave me. He's stuck. Country Joe, you stuck with me? That's how I think. Oh Lord, have mercy. The minute money come, he gone. Jory, did you? Oh my God.
I'm trying not to be on camera, Mom. Jeez.
Jory's trying not to be on camera. Monday, August the 20th, and they're still going at it with the ceiling fan. Oh Lord. I didn't get you, Joy. So Joe really has to brace this because it's still not balancing right. Oh Lord, Joy, you should have covered your desk, boy.
It's way too late.
You're gonna have to wash your sheets. You like my setup?
Oh yeah. ready to take on the world.
Joshua goes, who the hell are you hacking, mommy?
Look at that.
These are my 3 external drives. I think this one is a 3, and the next 2 are 4 gigs.
Terabytes.
No, not gigs,
Terabytes.
Terabytes. And I have the laptop here because
That'd be awful for that price, 4 gigs.
I know, I was grabbing snippets all day, Josh, to make that opening. I have a new opening for Bear Plant Vital. Oh my God, this man and his water hose.
He's watering nothing.
I know that he's praying the grass will come up. He sent on some new grass seed.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing him out there with the little seed spreader, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Josh, so this is what, this is what took up most of my day.
Is it done? Did you finish it?
Not quite. So I sewed it by base stitching, but Daddy has to sew it on the machine, but I got it, see?
Okay.
I did piping here. I did piping around the neck. This thing was hard because you have to like make these gathers. And I don't have a form or a mannequin to put it on. So I had to put it on Joe, I put it on Jada, put it on the chair, put it on a hanger, everywhere. So Joe's gonna do all that with sewing machine tomorrow. Then I'll figure out the tail and the sleeves, and then it's done. But this is a new shirt. This is a new shirt that we're making. So the front is this pretty material that we bought the other day. And then this is t-shirt material in the back. And I have 4 hooky things here. 4 hooky things here.
I don't know if we're ever gonna sell them. If we do, there's not gonna be a lot for sale.
This?
Yeah.
I'm not selling this. This is for me.
No, if you want to make another one, like you.
No, I'm gonna make more because I want like 60 like these.
I'm saying if someone's interested and wants to buy it, these ain't cheap. That's artisan.
You crack.
That's a couture. That's couture.
Couture means no sewing machine. No, couture actually means that it's suited to fit your body.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like a common size 14, size 16, size 2. It's suited for you. But then it also means that no sewing machine touches it.
Well, it can't be.
But I don't think it's like the seams and stuff. I think it's like you're sewing on beads and pearls and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, so my thing's up there. But I have to go put the camera on the stand, guys, because I have to sit down and tell you about the hellish day I just went through. Maybe I'll just set up some lighting here or something. How's the lighting? I hear you slurping over there, Joe. You guys, I set up in the dining room because all I had to do was turn the lamps around facing this way, and I did not have to do any kind of big setup. But it's like the worst time of the day to do this because Joe came in and he was making his coffee or tea or something, and he started to clink the spoon, and I just can't stand that clinking sound. Then he went over there and sat down in the living room and he started to slurp like I'm like, this is not an ASMR, okay, Joe? Be quiet. So anyways, let me start at the very beginning. Friday night coming on to Saturday morning was when Jory's ceiling fan fell out of the sky. I knew that ceiling fan was going to come down because for a while now it's been going like whoop, 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 whoop. I'm like, that does not sound normal. It fell, thank God. It was hooked up by the wiring We couldn't, well, Joe couldn't fix it Saturday morning because we went on the walk with the mayor early at 7 o'clock. Came back home, it was already hot. We set up for the barbecue. Shanika came, we had a wonderful time. So Sunday morning was the first time that Joe had to deal with this. And he had to go up there early because you can't go in the attic in the summer months. You can't go in the attic too late because you're gonna die up there. So anyways, he started to fix it. He bought, you know, a metal bracket, put it in there, put back up the fan. The fan was still acting crazy, you know, acting like it's gonna come out of the hole and all that. So he told Jory, don't use the fan. So Jory's just like dying because Jory's room, I don't know why his room is like this, but he doesn't get any of the good AC. He doesn't get any of the good heat. So anyways, back to the story. So Joe was fixing the fan this morning again, or the hole for the fan, because he had to put in new drywall, yada yada. I feel like if I had to call somebody in to do that, they would have charged me anywhere from $200 to $400. So thank God we have Mr. Fix-It Joe. I mean, we've got MacGyver, Mr. Fix-It Joe, we've got Country Joe, we got all types of Joe up in here, okay? So he started early this morning. Jada was so upset because she's been going to work every day from 1 to 9. She just wanted to sleep in late, and here they are hammering and knocking. Oh my God, when I woke up, you should have seen drywall everywhere in Jory's room, down the hallway. And then they started to check it out here. It's still not really totally clean because Jory mopped it. You know how boys are. But I'm not going to get up and clean none of that because I'm not touching a broom or a mop. Like my Uncle Roger said, don't you touch a broom or a mop so you can twist and contort and bust things that are inside of you. Although I think I'm more healed than not. I'm waiting to go back to the doctor on the 27th to get clearance, okay? So anyways, it's fixed. The fan still was acting stupid. So Jory had to go, at first Jory goes, I don't want to buy a fan. No, I started to pitch a tantrum because fans can get pricey. Well, he bought one with a 42-inch blade. It's not as wide as the blade he had. I think he had 52. But he bought one with 42, came home, Joe helped him put it up, and now he has fan again. So Jory, all is right with Jory again, all right? So then this was my day. Spent the whole day trying to put that piping around the neck of that shirt because you guys know we don't know anything about sewing. We're just learning, and it's very, very tedious when you don't have somebody on hand to show you. We looked up YouTube videos. They were all Indian people and they were talking in Hindi or whatever, and I don't understand that language, so we couldn't understand anything that they were doing. So we had to figure it out. And I think we did. Joe just has to sew with the sewing machine neatly now, and then I'll hem the tail, hem the sleeves, and I'll have my shirt, and then it's gonna start all over again because I'm gonna try to make another one of the white fabric that we bought. So let's get into what I wanted to share with you guys. So Friday the 10th of August, I received a certified return receipt letter that came here from my dad. Joe signed for it. We opened it up. It was from this law firm here in California called Ellis Law. So it was a letter of intent saying that they were planning to sue my dad for some accident that he had on the 4th of June. Now this is the day before Daddy left to move home to Belize. This is the day he gave back the key to the house. And so I called my dad right away. I'm like, Dad, did you have an accident and forget to tell us? And he goes, absolutely not. And he was adamant, you know, that he did not have a wreck. And so he says, call them and find out what's going on. So I called that Friday, and I don't know who I spoke to, but they said, you know, give us the information. Is he the client? I'm like, no, he's not the client. These are your clients. 3 people named. 2 from one family, Gonzalez, and 1 from one family, Avila. And so they said that, you know, they were in a wreck or whatever, and they got injured and all this mess, right? So they said, oh, you need to talk to, not Kayla, what was the name they said? Crystal. The way I remember this because my Aunt Lita has a daughter named Crystal and a granddaughter named Kayla, so that's how I always remember it. You have to talk to Crystal. And so I left a message for Crystal, no phone call from her. That was Friday the 10th. So I didn't call back Monday, and of course I did not call Tuesday on my birthday because I needed that day off from this stress. So I called Wednesday, and again they patched me through to Crystal. So I left the same message again. Crystal, this is Barbara Greenwich calling, blah, 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 blah. You guys know. So then no return call from Crystal. So then that was, when did I tell you? That was Wednesday, August the 15th, the day after my birthday. So then Thursday, I called back and I spoke to somebody named Rose, and that was August the 16th. And she said she would be sure to give the attorney the message, and the attorney was in court, yada, yada. And I said, I'm telling you that these people are misrepresenting themselves. They're committing fraud. And if you guys are in league with this, you are complicit for fraud because this accident absolutely did not happen. I believe my dad. And so then she's like, no, the lawyer will get back in touch with you. So that was when? Thursday, August the 16th. So then Friday I called back and I spoke to somebody else that says, did you not call yesterday and speak to Rose? And I said, yes, I did. And then she said, okay, because she says, I'll patch you through to Crystal. I said, please don't. Crystal does not return voicemail, text messages, or whatever. Please don't patch me through to her, because you guys give 10 days for us to respond, and we are responding since the 10th of August, since that letter came, and nobody is calling us back to clear up this matter. And so she says, well, Rose is the attorney's personal assistant, and she definitely gave him the message, so he will call you back. So that was Friday. Yeah, Friday when I spoke to her. So then this morning when I was on the phone talking to Tracy, the phone was ringing, but I didn't click over because I did not recognize the number. So when I hung up with you, I called back the number. So this is what ensued. I wrote it down as a script immediately because I wanted to remember. So I'm like James Comey, okay? I write stuff down immediately because I don't want to like misrepresent what was said. So when I call back, this was 1 hour, the call came at 11:11 and I called back at noon. So it's not even an hour. And the person says, hello, just like that, okay? And then I said, I had a missed call from you. And he says, who are you? And I said, Barbara. And sometimes the viewers will call, you know, so I want to make sure that I'm calling back and not being impolite. And so he says, Barbara who? And I said, Barbara Greenwich. And he goes, not ringing a bell, ma'am. And you're interrupting another phone call. And I said, are you an attorney? Because he just sounded nasty, like he could be an attorney. And then I said, are you Ellis Law? And then he says, I'm an attorney named Andrew Ellis. And I said, okay, so yes, that's the right call. I'm Barbara Greenwich, and I'm representing my dad, Denfield McNabb, who is not your client. I always have to say he's not their client because they're thinking that it's the client that's calling in, right? And he goes, he interrupts me and he goes, ma'am, I'm in another call, and you can stay on hold if you want to, but I'll have to call you back. So you can stay on hold if you want to sound like you can stay on hold forever. I really don't care. I will waste your time sitting there on hold, and when I'm done, I'll just click you off the phone. Why is this man playing games? If you're such a big name attorney and you got branches all over the place in California, Mr. Ellis Law, why did you not just take my call then and there and say, hey, what is this about, blah, 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 or let me call you right back in 10 minutes when I'm done with my call because I need to get to the bottom of this. If I'm telling you that your clients are committing fraud and you don't want to talk with me, then you are committing fraud with them. So I said, I will not be staying on hold, and I do want you to call me back. Nada, okay? So then after that, tried to reach Daddy in Belize, couldn't reach him. So then I get a letter from the DMV, and the letter states that an accident was reported against you on the 4th of June, yada yada, that resulted in injury and bodily harm, yada yada yada. And so I called my dad right away and I said, Dad, now it's with the DMV. I said that nobody can give me a police report. They can't give me the description of the vehicle, the license plate, nothing, but they have your license, his driver's license number, because it's from the DMV. So my dad says, look, give me the DMV number because I have to get to the bottom of this. So he's calling all the way from Belize to the DMV. He got through to somebody, and the person said, yeah, this was reported against you that 9:30 in the morning on June the 4th, you hit a parked car. So my dad says, first of all, my dad says, absolutely not. Never happened. And he goes, and if it's a parked car, so then the people were in the car? How were 3 people injured if this car was a parked car, right? And so he's like, well, we don't know nothing about that, sir. We don't even have a police report. We just take the report when they call it into the DMV. And so my dad says, I'm telling you, it did not happen. Somebody's trying to shake me down. And so they said, well, you can file this form, which is a hearing for non-involvement. That's what it's called. And so my dad took everything down, and they sent him the email. He's filling out the form, all that. So I told Dad, I said, it's time to get your insurance company involved, because he still has his insurance, you know, his coverage. And I said, we were trying to handle this on our own because we know that the accident never happened. But now that they're going to be like this, then let the insurance lawyers and them go after them. You know, so he called the insurance agent, and he's on friendly terms with his agent, just like I am on friendly terms with my agent. Slow down, Barbara. And the agent was like, have your daughter send me everything that she has. So I had to spend the afternoon scanning things into the computer to send the letter from the Ellis Law, the form that they want me to fill out for the insurance, the thing from the DMV, that form, my notes that I did. What did they say? How did they say Comey did the notes, Joe? Contemporaneous? That's the word says. My contemporaneous notes, which means I filed them right away. Well, actually, contemporaneous means that you filed it and you submitted it into evidence. So I didn't submit it anywhere yet, right? I've just been keeping notes as I go along. But I write down everything that's happening, because if this comes to court, I need to show up and tell how this conversation happened, and I want to see the back and forth. So that's what you guys need to do. If you're dealing with anything with the law, you need to keep copious notes and records and stuff, because people will shake you down. They probably went to the records, the holler records, because when you sell a house and it's closed, it's public record. So they probably have an app on their phone that when somebody closes a deal on a house, they figure they have money because they probably looked at what my dad bought the house for, what he sold it for, probably thought he made buku money, but they don't know that what you buy a house for and what you sell it for, sometimes there's a big difference because you've borrowed on your house, right? So anyways, yeah, Joy, is that Amy Winehouse? Oh, okay. Oh, the life story. I love Amy. I miss Amy. So that's what I dealt with all day. I am so exhaustingly tired. I did not even do a video. I wanted to do a video today on the 10 things I hate. I didn't even do the video. I wanted to put that up tomorrow at noon, so I might have to do that early in the morning and edit it quickly. But what I'm trying to do with the Joe show is to have everything edited and uploaded the night before, and then it releases on its own at 5 in the morning California time or 8 in the morning East Coast time. That's what I'm trying to do. Let me know if that works for you guys, because that's what I've heard with YouTube. It's 8 o'clock is a good time to release stuff. I still have to go edit whatever Joe did today. I wanted to do a reaction video to, like, for me reacting to what Joe said. I might end up doing that, I don't know, but he said it was pretty funny. And I hope that it came out good, because every time he does it outside, this camera picks up a lot of the wind noises. So anyways, today was a Monday from hell. Today was the kind of Monday that Jada sang about. Mondays will do that ish to you, okay? It will. And I know that some of you probably had a horrible Monday too. Well, don't worry, my babies. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna go into heavy praying, get the blessed oil, and I'm gonna anoint myself. I'm going to put it on my hands, and I'm going to lay it on your names. I'm going to write all your names on paper and lay it on your names, whoever God impresses upon my heart to pray for, and I'm going to pray for you guys, okay? Because that's what we need to do when this stuff comes upon us, is we need to pray. So thanks for watching the vlog, guys. Please go ahead and check out Joe's playlist. He has about 12 videos up already. They're funny as hell, and I really wanted to take off for Joe because he's really good at it. He never does a double take. It's always one untieable. And I love that about him. So he says for me, I have to do several takes because I'm too prissy. I think that's what I'm going to name this vlog. I'm too prissy. Bye, guys. Yeah, daddy, in a kimono. You tired, Papa?